Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Pankaj, representing Prudent Insurance Brokers. We welcome you all to today's session on art therapy. We have with us Ms. Sayali Potdas. She is an expert in color therapy and emotional intelligence. She believes that painting is not just about creating beautiful pictures, but also about thinking, feeling, and expressing ourselves. She has worked with the corporates like LinkedIn, Accenture, and many more, and she has conducted numerous art-based sessions. We expect that every practitioner, every participant take the full advantage of the expertise which we have with Saili, and she will take over the session. Over to Saili. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pankaj. Hi, everyone from the Prudent family. My name is Sayali, and I'm an artist with Wellness Associates. By profession, I'm actually an engineer with 5 years corporate experience, and later on, I moved uh, to become a full-time artpreneur. And as Dr. Pankaj mentioned, I am a color therapy and an emotional intelligence practitioner. We are going to do a very different sort of a painting session today. So I hope everyone is excited, and I hope everyone is ready with your papers and color box and everything of that sort. Right. If everyone is ready, if you guys can type the word ready in your chat box, so I will just know that everyone is ready and excited to get started. And we will just start. Right. So today's topic is a very interesting topic. We are going to learn how to express our emotions through colors. Okay. So today it's not going to be about making a very beautiful and perfect painting, but it's just your painting can be shabby. It can be anything that you want it to be. Perfection is not going to be the aim of the day. It's going to be just expressing yourself through colors, right? With that, I want to just mention that we see colors every day around us, so we tend to take it for granted. We I just want to bring to everyone's attention how our life would be without any colors in it. Just try to recollect. Like a very colorful memory that you have. Maybe you went into a lush green forest, or you saw a colorful meadow of flowers. So just maybe try to recollect a very colorful memory that you have, and with that in your mind, we will start today's session. We are just grateful to all the colors that we have in our lives, which makes our life worth living. Otherwise, it would have been very dull and gray, right? If you guys have recollected a few colors and colorful memories, I just want again everyone to recollect our range of emotions, right? Just try to recollect a memory that you have where you felt extremely angry at someone, right? So I will just give you guys a few seconds to recollect a memory where you were really angry at someone. You were just, didn't don't know what to do, shivering with anger. Just try to recollect that memory. Okay, after that, I want you guys to recollect a memory where you were extremely, maybe say, jealous of someone. You were working really hard for something, and but you didn't get what you want, and maybe somebody else did, and which is perfectly fine. We are all human beings, so we all feel this range of emotions. Just that we need to sort of, accept the fact that we do feel these emotions, right? As I said, I want you guys to recollect a memory where you were feeling jealous of somebody. It could be at any level. Maybe you were slightly jealous, maybe you were really jealous, or And next, I would like you guys to recollect a memory where you were very fearful of something. You were not, maybe you were very fearful of trying something new. Maybe you were fearful of doing a presentation. The sort of fear where you feel that your throat is dry and, your hands feel numb. I hope I don't hope, but have you guys felt any such fear in your life? Then just try to recollect that memory. And lastly, try to recollect when you were extremely happy. Just try to remember who you were with, what you were feeling, why you were happy, and just try to recollect that very happy feeling that you had in your life. Okay, and with that happy memory, I want you guys so that everyone's attention is completely on the webinar. Let's try to write, just type one thing that you are grateful for in the chat box. Okay, so I want to see messages coming in the chat box. So, requesting everyone to just type in one thing that you are grateful for in the chat box. Okay, so let's, I cannot see everyone here, but let's still try to keep the session a bit interactive. Satish and Dr. Pankaj, requesting you guys also to encourage everyone in your teams to just type in the chat box one thing that you guys are grateful for. Satish and Dr. Pankaj, we can
Sayali?
get started with you.
Yes, Sayali, we have received few. So it's
Messages?
like, yes,
Okay, because I am not able to see it for some reason.
I'll just read out for you.
Sure. Okay, I can see something now.
Thank you for the grace of God, family, parents, my mom, my life, my job,
Okay.
life. Okay.
Intelligence,
Happy
parents.
family, intelligence, yes. I am grateful for my family and friends, grateful for a beautiful life.
Great. Excellent. Thank you guys for typing in. That means you guys are attentive and, truly into the session. So thank you so much for that. And now I'm just going to share my screen very quickly. I'm going to go through a few colors and the emotions that they represent. And so we'll be using that knowledge to paint today. So you guys can take notes, or I will be also sharing, keeping the screen on. So don't worry about it, but you are feel free to take notes as well. Okay, so can everyone see my screen? Sushma, can you see my screen?
Yes, Sayali, it's visible.
Okay, perfect. So we'll just start with some colors and the emotions, and then we'll start painting in just 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, so we are going to start with, the purest color, and that is white. Okay, so white stands for purity, perfection, and innocence. So it's the purest color. So like a white piece of paper which doesn't have anything on it is pure and unadulterated. So that is what white stands for. So except for the extreme colors like white and black, all other colors stand for a positive and a negative emotion both. So you can use that color to represent the either of these emotions. So white stands for purity and innocence, and the extreme opposite of it, which is black, it represents the darkest feelings that we have. So it could be something like deep grief or sorrow which we experience when maybe we lose somebody who is important in our life. Maybe they have hurt us very deeply that we cannot get over that feeling very easily, right? So the darkest feelings that we have in our life are represented by the color black. And when you use the rest of the colors, when you if you want to make that emotion a little milder or a little stronger, you can mix it with a little bit white or black to make that emotion either a little more soothing, or it can be a little bit darker with black, right? And right in between white and black is the color gray, right? So gray stands for apathy or indifference, right? So gray is like an in between color of neutrality, where I don't really care about a person or a situation, and I'm just indifferent to it. So that is represented by the color gray, right? And next, rest all of the colors are have a negative and a positive connotation to it. So, for example, yellow. Yellow is a very bright and cheerful color. It stands for happiness and cheerfulness. But also, yellow represents cowardice in a person. So, when I asked you guys to recollect something that you were fearful about or something that you were anxious about, that is represented by the color yellow. Okay, then again, orange is also like a vibrant color, so it represents joy and optimism. And on the negative side, orange represents reckless behavior. Okay, then coming to red. So red color is the color of extreme energy and passion. So it can like it represents very strong two emotions, that is love and anger, right? So there are some people in our lives whom we love like with our deepest emotions, and from the when we say I love you from the bottom of my heart, right? So that emotion is represented by red. Okay, and also on the negative side, red represents anger, right? So again, when we are like extremely angry at somebody, that can be represented by red. And there are so many people in our lives for with whom we have a love hate relationship, right? So the people who are closest to us and the people whom we love the most are also are also people who we get very angry at, right? So those love hate relationships can be represented by the color red. And then pink is a sort of milder and a softer form of red. So it represents a very romantic sort of love. Your first love, your first crush, that can be represented by pink. And, it's a very kind and gentle, feminine, romantic sort of a color. And also it represents people who are detached from reality. We say that some people are in their own world, they live in their own la la land, right? So those people can be represented by pink. Right, then let's come to the cooler colors. So blue color represents wisdom, loyalty, and trust. So if you must have seen a lot of banks use the color blue in their logos, right? Because they want us to trust them, right? So blue represents loyalty and trust. But also on the negative side, so now blue is used very commonly for a certain emotion, and I'm sure everyone is aware of it. So if I can again see some answers in the chat box, if you know what blue stands for. And Sushma, just let me know if someone types in the chat box. I just want to see if they know what blue stands for.
Sure.
uh, Requesting again everyone in the audience to just type in the chat box if you know what blue stands for. It's very commonly used, it's a very common connotation. So I'm sure many of y'all will know it. Loneliness, okay, depression, loneliness, okay. So you guys are almost right. So, we say I'm feeling blue today. So that just means that you're not up to the mark, you're not at the high point of your day, you're just feeling a little sad and just not in the mood, maybe, or something of that sort. And so if it's like a deep grief, then we as I explained before, it's shown it's represented by black. But if it's like a mild just sadness, then you can represent it by blue. right? Then comes the color purple. Purple stands for mystery, magic, and creativity. And it also, on the negative side, it stands for pride and immaturity and, narcissistic sort of behavior. So that's the positive and negative purple. And again, green is very commonly associated with something. So if anyone knows what green stands for, again, please type in the chat box. So I know that you know. Sad, dull feeling, sadness, exactly. Feeling gloomy, perfect.
Elegance, calming color.
Right. So green is very commonly associated with actually jealousy and resentfulness, right? So when even in cartoons, if you're seen if somebody is jealous of someone, they are represented by green, right? So the common connotation to green is actually jealousy. But when you obviously enter into a lush green forest, you feel that sense of calmness and energy. So green stands for the fresh and the calm feeling that you get when you're in midst of nature, and also it stands for jealousy, right? And last but not the least is the color brown. So brown is the color of the dirt that is all around us, right? It's a very dirty, murky color. So it stands for that feeling of dirty or murkiness that you might have towards someone, and it also stands for stability, right? The color of the ground, which is humble and stable. So the positive connotation of brown is the feeling of humility and stability. Right, so I am going to put this summary of colors in front of everyone when we actually paint, so that if you guys have not taken notes, you guys can refer to this. And let me just show you a few examples here meanwhile. So now that we have the knowledge of colors, we are going to now use this knowledge to actually draw, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to draw a flower. Okay, so you don't need any prior art experience for this, because as you see in this picture, you just have to draw a simple flower, right? And we have to draw our emotional and mental state, our emotional map on the paper, right? And our state of emotions is, it is affected by the people around us and the people closest to us and the environment that we are in, right? So the center of the flower is going to be you, because you are the center of your own universe, right? Even if you and your husband or wife or children, you stay in the same house, even then your universe is very different from the universe of your family, right? So I completely believe that we live in a parallel universe. We Because many scientists are still figuring out whether or not we have parallel universes exist, but I truly believe that we all live in parallel universes, right? My universe is different from your universe, right? So the center of the flower will be you. So whatever color that you want to represent for yourself is going to come in the center of the flower, right? So you may feel like you are a very vibrant and a positive person, so you can put yellow in that. Or if you feel that you are a very calm and a loyal person, you can put blue in that, and you can have multiple colors in every in the center also, or in every petal that you draw, right? And the petals around that flower are going to represent your innermost circle. So the closest people in your life that influence your life, it could be the family, your bestest friends, your colleagues that you work with every day. So you're going to represent that in form of petals. So your petals can have as less as 3 colors, or as many as I don't know, 50, 100 petals, as many as you want, right? So your inner circle is going to be the petals, the inside is going to be you, and the rest of the canvas obviously is going to be the rest of the world, right? So for something like me, I am pretty indifferent to some part of the world when they show it on news and media. I really don't care what's going on, and I really try to avoid even watching the news. So I would, I'm pretty indifferent, so I would use a gray to represent how I see the world. There are some people obviously that I do care about, but a lot of people I'm just pretty indifferent about. So so the rest of the world is going to be the rest of your canvas, right? So if you see here on the picture, there's one person who has drawn three flowers, right? So what he has done is he has drawn three different flowers for his personal life, his friends, his family, friends, and his professional circle, right? So you can choose to add your own creativity to this. And if you see, the center of the flower is different is different in each of those flowers, right? So because he is different when he is with his family, he is different when he is with his friends, and different when he is with his professional circle, and that is pretty much true for all of us, right? So you can use your own creativity when you have to show your flower and your universe. But if you are not getting any ideas, you can use the basic structure of the single flower and drawing that universe. And you can see this one girl who has represented it in the form of a garden. So she has shown one flower that stands for each person in her life, right? And here, if you see, some of these people have drawn it in a completely abstract way. One girl has chosen to show it in form of bubbles. So there's a bubble maker which is black and white in color, and rest of the emotions that are there in her life are represented by different bubbles, and the sizes of the bubbles is what she has varied with the different colors that she has shown. And last example I want to give you of this boy who has, completely shown his entire life cycle on the canvas, right? And then he has shown his school where he was a very vibrant and happy. Then he has shown he was in the army for sometimes. So he has shown that stability with brown and the pride with the color purple. And then he was playing national level badminton. So he has again shown pride and the passion that he had with the color red. And then he has shown the innocence that he wants to get back. He wants to come back home and stay with his family, so that he is again represented with positive colors of yellow and orange, right? So with these examples, you are open to create your own emotional map, and you are open to pick and choose some of these ideas as well. So I leave that completely up to you. And that's all from my side. So now we are going to start the actual process of painting, and I'm going to have the summary of colors in front so that you can refer to it. And I'm going to play some music so that you guys are in a calm state of mind when you are painting. And any questions you can type in the chat box, and Sushma can ask me those questions. And you guys can start doing envy, lively, abundance, refreshing. Perfect. And so if you guys are done, I just want to leave that option open if it still can happen. If you guys are done painting, you can raise your hand. You can like we can see on the back end, we can get you on the video, and you can share what you have made with everyone, right? So before we all share, I want to ensure you guys that we are in a very safe space, and safe in a non-judgmental space. So I urge everyone to express openly and listen freely without any judgment of anybody else's emotions. And yes, you guys can start painting. You can use any medium of colors. You can use sketch pens, crayons, color pencils, watercolors, anything that you want. And I'm going to have this screen on. So Dinesh is asking, should we draw only a flower? So as I said, you can. It's open to interpretation. You have to, you can use your own creativity and draw anything that you want. But the flower is a simple example that I've given. That if somebody is very new to art and they don't have any artistic background and they might be stuck with how they can represent their emotions. So for them I've given this simple idea of drawing a flower, but feel free to draw it any way possible, right? So I'm going to show you my painting so you get an idea. So I've shown it like this. So it's like a some pieces of puzzles is what I started with, and then it evolved into something completely different. But it could be anything else. So feel free to draw anything else. Do we have any other questions, Sushma? Can you share the summary
Not
of
yet.
colors?
Not yet. Not yet.
Somebody is raising a hand also, I think.
No.
If I'm going here, somebody is calling. So Satish, at any point of time, if anyone is ready with their painting, they can just come online and they can share what they have made. Sushma, you can hear the music, right?
Yes, it's audible.
So I hope everyone is painting. So you guys can maybe type something that you're thinking, or is there any emotion that you feel that is very difficult to express usually? So sometimes we don't express our anger in a very healthy manner, or sometimes we even hide our happiness from people around us. So, is there any emotion that you feel is difficult for you to express? So, can I have some answers while everyone
Sally,
is painting?
Sally, we have received one question. A person has joined a bit late. So,
Okay.
can you please explain him, interpret what through painting he has to or she has to make?
Okay, so
Yes,
Aishwarya, you can refer to this particular slide for the summary of colors. And what we have to draw is we have to draw our own emotional map. So the easiest way in which you can do it is in a form of a flower. So the center of the flower has to be you. So what you feel about yourself is also very important. And so that is what you have to represent in the center of the flower. The petals are your inner circle, your parents, your family, your best friends. Jayashi is asking irritation is for which color? So for irritation, it can go slightly towards anger. So I would represent it using a little bit of red and also maybe like an ochre yellowish color. And restlessness can be again related to anxiety. So restlessness I would represent using yellow, which is the color of cowardice and anxiety. So at any point, there is a very tangent emotion which is not mentioned here. You can, just maybe close your eyes and whatever color that first comes to your mind, you can just use that. There's no hard and fast rule as to what color should be used for what. But
Smita is writing. Yeah, Smita is writing loneliness, a girl staring sky.
okay, so that's what I think she is representing on her paper. I think
Yes.
she's shared that.
And Purnima is writing, I am introvert, so sometimes when someone hurts, I will take personally. What color should I use?
So you can use it like since you're an introvert, you can use the color blue to show that little lonely and a sad sort of a feeling, and the hurt that you feel because of somebody who has hurt you. You can use the color blue for that.
Okay, Gopi is asking, responsibility is related to which color?
Responsibility is maybe somebody that you feel that you love them. So that love you can show with like a like a pink sort of a color, because the I think so. Responsibility in terms of what are you asking? Is it for family? Is it for anything that you have to do with work? Is that the responsibility that you're talking about? Because if it's responsibility related to work, I would probably show it with the color blue, which stands for trust and loyalty. So if your maybe your boss is giving you that responsibility, he's showing the trust in you. But if it's something related to family, that responsibility comes with a sense of love that you have towards them. So you can use the color pink or a slightly red color for showing responsibility towards family.
Thank you.
Uh,
Dipti is asking, lack of confidence, which color?
Lack of confidence again is a form of cowardice that you have. So that is shown by the color yellow.
Okay, someone is asking, I am introvert too. I feel I have so much social anxiety. I avoid getting
Okay.
into long conversation. I end conversation soon, maybe with a smile. Fear to speak in a group. What colors can I use in this context?
Okay. So again, cowardice or anxiety, which you can represent it with yellow, and the loneliness part of it you can represent with blue.
Thank you, Sally.
Welcome.
Yeah, Rakhi is asking, which will be color code of non-peace?
Non-peace or maybe something like restlessness. But that so non-peace, maybe what you can do is if that's causing anger in you, you can represent that with a little bit of red, and you can always use a little bit of black to make that color darker, right? So if your anger because of that restlessness is strong, you can use like a dark maroon color. And again, uh, you know even the blue, you can show it in a slightly darker shade to show that you don't have that peace that you want, right? So you can show a darker form of blue to represent the non-existence of that emotion.
Okay, so we have Ramya and one more person in screen. So would you like to show the art what you have done?
Yes, absolutely. So like, you can get them on screen, and if you want, I can stop sharing my screen if you want to see everyone's faces. So guys, I hope you guys have jotted down these colors a little bit, so I can, stop sharing, and we can have everyone's faces on screen and see what they have made.
Yes,
Okay,
we
let's see. I'll
have
stop.
Ramya on screen. Yes, you can stop the screen.
Hi, Ramya.
Hi, so this is what I made. I hope you're able to
Oh,
see.
nice. Awesome. So what have you represented in your painting?
I just tried making a starry night with the difference of colors that you had just shown. So I mainly
Okay.
tried using yellow, brown, purple, green, red, a little of red because I usually don't get angry much. So sometimes
Okay.
there is some sort of anger which is present there somewhere within. I try to showcase it out, but then it takes time to come out. So mostly blue. So as you just said, uh, a lot of trust, wisdom, and I tend to trust people easily, and I
Okay.
do showcase qualities where people can trust me with whatever they tell me. So therefore, I use a lot of blue colors mostly, and green
Hmm.
because that's kind of fresh color, and I stay at the outskirts of the city, so every day I wake up in the morning with a lot of fog coming in from the mountains and greenery all around. So
Wow,
that
nice.
kind of brings in the positive side, the morning itself. So I'm energized to work.
Wow.
So yeah, that was all.
Great. So just one question, Ramya, that I want to ask you, that, when we are actually painting our emotions, we bring a lot of thoughts from our subconscious mind to our conscious mind in order to, put it up on paper, right? So I just want to ask if there is something that you realized when you were painting, something that was probably there in just your subconscious, but something that you realized about yourself while you were painting.
I think the use of blue color, which you just explained the negative side of it, had been through
Okay.
it. So it gave me a sort of feeling how I have maybe, overcome all of that depression or the gloomy side which I had. And
Okay.
so, yes, I sometimes like I don't know how do I explain it, but then yes, walking away from the blue towards the green. So it was the later side of the entire drawing that I thought of to use the green part. So maybe that
Okay.
is something what I realized.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I don't know how to pronounce this, but Shanmuga Priya, or should I call
Yes,
you
I
Priya?
will. Yeah, you can
Okay.
call me Priya. So this is the one I painted.
Wow.
So
And what
the
have you
thing
shown in that? Is the butterfly you, or is the butterfly your world, or what is it that
I
you
can
represent?
say it's my soul,
Okay.
which wants to wander freely in the society. So here I used purple color, which is the core me, like the creativity and the spirituality part, I can say. And very close to my soul is I can see the yellow one. So next is the red. I do get anger often, I can say. So I wanted it to be very thick. So that is red. And next I got orange. And then I have shades of brown, then green at my the other wing. So and blacks here and there. I do get grief sometimes. And the outer side, the background, I had a combination of pink and blue because I feel kindness and wisdom is like we get it from the external world, like we observe from people. So I got it pink and blue outside.
Okay, that's awesome. So again, let me ask you the same question. Is there anything that you realized about how you see yourself or how you see the rest of the world when you are painting? So something that you've not thought of before or you didn't give that much attention to, but today when you are painting, uh, consciously accepted something and you put it on paper. Is there something that you realized while you were painting?
Yes, the outer background which I told, no, the pink and blue. So I consciously made it because kindness and wisdom is like we can build it in, I mean, within us, but then 90% of it is like we gather it from the other people, we reflect what they do. So I consciously made those two colors.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, Prerna, now over to you. Do you want to share what you made? Nice. Yeah, I can see your painting. So, what you want to describe a little bit of what you made
Yeah.
and why you made it?
So this is the center heart. This is me, and this arrow is my husband.
Okay.
And this purple face is my family,
Okay.
and this bottom green face, you can see, or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
yeah, yeah. This one, sorry, this one. This is my friend circle, and
Okay.
this is stranger means apart from family and friends, whoever I meet, and these are these people, and these clouds are means other life, means what is going around
Rest of the
this
world.
rest of the world. Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So
And do
purple,
you want to share why you chose certain colors and
yeah. So core is purple. I'm kind of a spiritual, and what was the meaning of purple apart from spiritual?
purple was creative, mystery, magic.
Yeah, pride. Yeah, pride and yeah, creative, and not in art, obviously. And white, then white is there, and too much yellow is there because I'm kind of energetic and cheerful. And
Okay.
this red represents the love, and I also get angry most of the time, means with family
Okay.
and friends. So the more I love, the more I get angry. Equal balance. And this arrow represent my husband. This purple is pride, yellow and red. Same thing. And
Okay.
same with family. Family is very spiritual and very kind and cheerful. Everybody is so happy. So this is purple, red, and yellow. And friends, I have friends, good friends. So friends are green means sometimes jealousy, but they are everybody is very good, cheerful friends, and red means love. And what was the meaning of pink? Sorry.
Pink was love, like pure feminine love, kindness, love, that way.
Yeah, means my friends are very good and kind, so that's why. And these are strings are attached to friends and
Your
family.
heart.
Yeah. And this is the, sorry, you can see, yeah, these are strangers. So I don't know much about strangers, so their emotion is just
Empathy.
emotionless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And
Okay.
the cloud is means rest of the world, means my world is means I consider I'm very grateful. So means nothing is bad here.
Perfect. Awesome. So again, is there anything that you realized when you were painting that you hadn't thought of before about yourself?
Uh, while painting, I was realizing that where should I paint means I have not used black or gray or anything. So I felt like I'm so blessed and grateful. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Prerna.
Thank you.
Okay, so who would like to go next? Who came in first? I think Pradnya. Okay, or um, how do you
Meghna.
pronounce your name?
Meghna.
Meghna. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
So
go ahead, Meghna.
basically, I have actually representing my life into three parts. Like first is a child picture. I will
Okay.
go with. So my childhood is very lovely, and I put yellow in my hair because it is all vibrant and there is no much sadness or anything. But yes,
Okay.
once in a while, each of the color come into our life. So for frock, I have added two colors like again blue, green, orange on a positive side.
Okay.
Uh, when you become an adult, as I had happened to see few more colors in my hair strings. Obviously, we meet different people when we go to college or when we go for higher studies, and
Hmm.
when we are adults, we come to see, friends, or so maybe here I am representing the negativity if I had seen in my adult life. And now, as a working woman, as a mother, so many colors in my hair I happen to
Hmm.
see. So
Great idea. I mean, I'm loving your idea and the creativity behind the thought. So awesome.
so yes, this is simply I want to put it up.
Perfect.
So there is nothing like
Is
too
there?
much. There is not too much negativity, honestly. I myself a very positive person. I would. So yes, we happen to see negative things, but I am not that person to react or fall flat for such things.
Hmm.
But yes, that is always there in my memory, like historically. Okay.
Okay.
So for
Okay.
that record, that string is mentioned in my hair. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the idea behind
Okay.
this.
Awesome. Is there any realization that you had while you were painting? Something that you didn't know about yourself and then you thought ki acha okay I am that also, something of that sort.
Basically, I'm a person who introspect myself at least once in a while, or by end of
Okay.
the day. Sometimes, okay. So, and I always feel myself. I'm very grateful to my life. So,
Hmm.
while I'm trying to put some negativity onto my paper, also maybe I have dealt with them, and uh, regrets or less. Maybe I felt I'm blessed and I'm grateful for
Hmm.
this life.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
that is, it is like one affirmation now. When I'm trying to put
Hmm.
it on paper, I couldn't get so
Yeah.
many negative points.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's
Perfect.
the reason.
Thank you so much, Meghna.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, let's move over to Kumar. You are on mute. You'll have to unmute yourself.
I did. Thank you. Thanks
Yeah.
for that. Is there any way I can present my presentation? I didn't have my paper and all ready, so I did it on my PC or as
Okay.
uh, okay. This is what I have done. Okay, let me show this.
So maybe while you're figuring it out, let me move on to Pradnya. You can till then click your photo and be ready with it.
Okay.
Yeah, Pradnya, go ahead.
Okay, can you see my drawing?
Yes, yes, yes.
So basically, this is inner part is a combination of my personality. So it's a combination of green, blue, red, and pink. So its a meaning is I'm a, little bit of balanced person. I love people very much, and again, I have a kindness in me. And these four outer petals are the represents the family members close to me. So
Okay.
there are different personalities there in it. Some of the black personalities, some have gray. Uh, of course, the pink is I want to dedicate to my mother. This the entire four petals are represents my family. So here I feel some of the in the life I feel sometimes the positive, sometimes negative. But when I think the my outer world, so it is a again it is the colorful. So I have given the color this blue, red, yellow, green, and orange. So again it gave me so much energy to balance my life. So and with this brown and green, I can balance my life very well. So that's why I
Perfect.
choose this.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing, Pradnya.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
let's
you.
move on to Shweta. Shweta, you're on mute.
Hi. I absolutely have no idea, but this was the thought running in my mind, and um, no, this part is I can't really identify myself there. I kind of always have this attraction towards yellow and orange, and I find everything connected here. Whatever is there is everything connected. So I feel while doing the this exercise, I felt the conscious awareness was that everything is interconnected, and
Hmm.
the color that I've chosen across here is baby pink. Um, so I'm a person who is kind. I'm kind to people. That has been my nature from my childhood, even now. Although I express that a little harshly, but I'm a person who is really kind to anybody and everybody.
Hmm.
I don't know the entire thing, honestly. This is something that came into my mind, and I've had to just go on this. I
Right. You
just
can
went.
keep figuring it out and you can, paint after the session is over. You can probably sit again and, spend some time and paint in more detail once you do figure it out a little bit more.
Thank you.
Awesome.
My daughter would like to show. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure.
So
Wow,
this
nice.
red is her. So
Wow, very well done.
blue.
You, the purple one. Purple is you.
Oh, the purple is me.
Oh, nice.
Thank
And who
you.
is the butterfly? Is there a butterfly also in the picture?
Is this, what is this? That's a heart.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing, girls. It was lovely meeting and seeing you all. Yes, now let's get back to Kumar. He's ready with his screenshot.
Kylie, after Kumar, we will take the feedback because we are getting lot many requests to
Okay.
be on a panel, but due to time constraint, we won't be able to do that. So once Kumar
Okay,
is
no
done,
problem.
let's take the feedback.
Okay, sure, sure. Yes. Yeah, Kumar, go ahead.
Is my clear? Colors clear,
Yeah,
clearly?
yeah, I can see the stars in between each other, so I can see that.
Yeah, this is a just random thought, like whatever color I like, I put it much deeper inside, and
Okay.
eventually I mean, even the other colors I like them, but the least liked color was painted at the last. So,
Okay. And what all have you represented in these colors? Like, what, from your perspective, what do they stand for?
no, it's just a random thought. That's it.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much for sharing.
My pleasure.
Okay, so with that, let me hand over to the team Prudent again, and let me just thank uh, Team Wellness Associates also for bringing me over for this particular session, and I hope everyone enjoyed. And just at the last, I want to share, that you can use this knowledge every day. Like everyone maintains like a journal where they write something, but you can also maintain a journal where you paint. Keep painting your thoughts. Okay, so anytime you feel stressed or anxious or confused about something, a lot of times you can get clarity with painting. So you can just maybe take one emotion at a time, and you can come up with different ideas about how you want to represent that on paper. And so as you can see, I maintain an art journal, and whenever maybe I'm feeling happy, I paint something beautiful. Whenever I'm feeling confused, I paint something, it shows my confusion, right? So I use art as a tool for thinking, and with the knowledge that you guys got today, you can use that day to day for expressing your emotions and ideas on paper. So with that, let me end, and let me thank Dr. Pankaj, Sushma, and Satish for inviting me for this particular session. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
thank you, Sayali. With this, we come to an end of this session. Hope you all have benefited from this entire session and expertise from Sayali. Wishing you a very happy evening and a happy weekend ahead. Thank you so much for taking your precious time out to join this session. Thank you once again.
Can we ask questions?
Yeah, Sayali, we have few questions pending. Can we answer those? Like color for fake behavior. You're on mute, Sayali. I can't hear you.
Okay, yeah. For fake behavior, no, personally, I would use something like a occurish color that you're not brave enough to show your real self, so you just hide behind something. So, I would
And
show that like an occurish color.
Deepti wants to know, in fact, her daughter wants to know, lemon yellow represents what?
So yellow and so there is nothing. Um, so there are these general connotations that are used, but there is no rule when it comes to colors and emotions. Like it's not a 2 + 2 = 4. So you can use colors to represent emotions that you like as well, and you can be free with it. So lemon yellow, again, it's like a normal yellow. It can choose a happy and a cheerful state of mind and a very fresh state of mind. So you can use that to choose like represent lemon yellow. So there's no right and wrong when it comes to this. Whatever you feel right, you can use that for choosing
Okay.
your colors.
So we have got few feedback saying thank you. It was a wonderful session, nice session. If I paint a day out of which I found I am jealous on that point, so how should I monitor by art so that I am completely out of jealous?
Okay, so what you can do probably is that, so is it like you feel, when I said that you can maintain this art journal, right? So you can, you know, um, you can make a map, right? So you can just draw circles, one that represent each day, and in that circle you can, at the end of the day, you can analyze what all emotions you felt, right? So for say day one that you start maintaining your journal, you can draw 3 circles, and the predominant emotions that you had, say if you want jealousy and some anger and sorrow, something like that. So 3 circles you can draw, and you can put your colors in that. And what you can do is, now if you want to overcome it, what you have to do is you have to empathize again with that person, right? So if you are feeling jealous towards your friend, right, so the only cure for any, if you want to overcome any feeling, the only cure for it is empathy, right? So you have to think from that person's perspective, right? So if both of you might be working hard, and even that person might be working hard to achieve what that he or she has achieved, right? That's the reason that they have achieved that success because of their hard work, and they deserve to be there. So if you sort of think from that person's perspective, you will start to heal that jealousy that you have towards that person. So that's the only way to really do that.
Okay.
And so through empathy,
Yes.
so then you can, once you've healed that emotion through empathy, you can think of the positive aspects of that person, that that for example, that person is hardworking, so you can represent that with blue. Or he is also very positive and vibrant, you can represent that with yellow. So with that, when you start looking at it from a positive perspective, you might heal that emotion that you feel towards it. And firstly, you also acknowledge that it's completely natural to feel it. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it's a feeling that you get, and it's okay. And yeah, you can, as the points that I mentioned
Okay.
before,
Thank
you
you.
can use
Thanks for
that
that.
for healing.
Yeah. We have got some feedback. Great learning. Thanks a lot. Session is so good. I'm feeling refreshed now. I enjoyed. Thank you. Thank you, people.
Thank you,
Now
guys.
we can, I think, close this session. Satish, over to you. Yeah.
Thanks, Shaili. Thanks for answering all the queries, and thank you everyone for your enthusiastic participation and all questions. Thanks one again, one and all.
Perfect. So somebody is asking, should I send